What's up, everybody? This is my Flash Season 7, Episode 5, Fear Me, and Supergirl Season 6, Episode 1, Rebirth reviews. Time codes for both episodes are on screen, and I thought the Flash episode this week was better than Supergirl, but Supergirl wasn't trash this week, as it usually is, which was surprising, but those are just my quick thoughts. Let's just, I don't know, I'm just saying words. Let's roll that intro. This episode starts off right where we left off last episode. Not right where, but it's the fight scene from last episode, which I was confused, but then Barry's watching the footage of, like, the CCTV that was there, but how would the CCTV get the perfect angles that the show did? No, never mind. But, yeah, they're just watching the footage and talking about, what happened, and then, Cisco comes in with Frost and Caitlin, and they explain this with some science mumbo-jumbo, and, Barry is, like, weird. It seems like they took too long on the take, but anyway, they go into the lounge where, it has, like, the coffee and stuff, but then, there's lightning, all the lightning colors come down from the ceiling, and, it looks like someone's trying to get through, and then Nora Allen, the Speed Force that, took Barry's mom's form, we're just gonna call her Nora Allen for the rest of the episode, or Nora, but, she fell down from the sky and is in Star Labs, and we find out that she was in a fight, and she lost a bunch of her speed through, like, the charts and stuff, but, as Barry's monitoring that, he's also watching the footage of, like, they name her Fuerza, Spanish for strength, they say in the episode. He's watching the footage of Fuerza from the comics, and, Cecile comes in, and I forgot to mention this earlier, but the night before, after Nora Allen popped in, she was having a nightmare, she was, like, fading off someone's nightmare with her, like, telepathic powers and stuff, but they talk, and then, oh god, I don't remember her, but this person's important for the next couple episodes, and she comes in and introduces herself to Joe, and, Iris is really suspicious by something she says, because only people in the military really say whatever she said. I don't know, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna get through this, plot really quick. Let's just do the rest of the episode, but Iris comes back later in the episode with folders, her DoD folders, the Department of Defense, and, gives them to Joe, and a lot of her DoD file is redacted, which, is kind of suspicious, but, then, near the end of the episode, this lady, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, goes to meet with Joe, and, she tells Joe why she's here, and she wants to hunt down Killer Frost, which probably will happen, and I'll talk about that later. But, talking about Killer Frost, Cisco is working on, the Firestorm Matrix to split, to, like, reverse it and put Frost and Caitlin back together, and Frost doesn't like that, so she destroys it, but they do mention the show This Is Us, which I've never watched, and I'm not planning to, but Justin Hartley is on that show, and he played Oliver Queen in Smallville, just a little fun fact. But then, later in the episode, we're also just going to run through this plot. Caitlin and, Frost, bag out their issues, and they're going to live together in, like, an apartment and stuff from now on, which I don't think will happen for too long, because episode 8 is called Killer Frost versus the People versus Killer Frost, so, yeah. But Barry, they get an alert, and he is stopping the person, but there are Crows people from Batwoman being attacked. Now, why are the Crows operating in Central City? They're Gotham people, which, I don't know, they probably just grabbed a prop and didn't think about it, a prop truck. But then for Psyche, who doesn't have that name yet, but Psyche shows Barry a vision, and during these visions, he thinks it's a dream, and he can't get hurt. And the first thing he sees is Reverse Flash, and Reverse Flash, it's just a little speedy thing. I think that's Tom Cavanagh's voice. I don't know, but then the big thing is Barry sees Savitar, and he could stab just how Iris would have if they didn't change the timeline back in season 3. And Savitar was nice to see, but I jumped. It was a little freaky. I didn't know Savitar was going to be in this episode, but we see after the vision's done that Barry's bleeding out of where he got stabbed. There's no stab wound. He's just bleeding out, which is weird. But then we have a Barry shirtless scene when we get back to Star Labs, and Grant Gustin got jacked during quarantine, man. Good for him. I just want to talk about that. He looks really good, man. But, good for him. It's impressive. But then, Cisco names, Psyche, and, we see that Psyche can also be tracked with the same energy that Fueza can, showing that they're, like, kind of the same beings. But then we have a bank, he's not doing a bank robbery. He says he's enlightening the people or something. But then, I like the nightmares that the people working at the bank were having. It's like, oh no, the stop's dropping and stuff. It was kind of funny. But Psyche, he says that their headbands won't work. I think they're the things that they used on Gorilla Grodd, but they won't work, and he infects Frost. And Frost's nightmare is sitting in CCPD and being arrested. And Joe is the person who arrests her, and Snow is being turned in by Caitlin, but Frost says, did Mark turn me in? Mark is Chillblade that we're going to meet in episode 7. But then we don't see what Cisco sees. But Cisco does say, this is how it ends? Which I don't know if he's seen the end of volume 1 or 2 of this season, but I don't know. But Barry does not look in his eyes this time. I think it's if you make eye contact with him when he's using his powers, he won't. But Barry throws his lightning, but Psyche catches the lightning. So no Speed Force powers on this one, man. But, I don't know. Barry and Team Flash are back at Star Labs, and they ask Cisco what he saw, and, he says he just saw Camilla in danger, which isn't what it sounded like, man. But, then Barry brings Cecile down to, like, wherever they keep old stuff from villains, and he lets Cecile use DeVoe's chair to, if Psyche's plan goes wrong, to, wake everybody up using the Thinker's, chair and her powers, which Cecile doesn't want to do because she thinks she'll become evil. But then, Psyche confronts, Barry confronts. And Barry sees his second worst nightmare, I guess. But, he sees everybody he loves in CCPD dead, which includes Nora Allen, weirdly, like the Speed Force version. But while Barry's having a nightmare, he's pretty occupied, so he doesn't have time to stop Psyche. And, Psyche releases his energy that would give the whole city or the world nightmares if, Team Flash didn't stop him. So we see people in their sleep are having nightmares, like mega nightmares, not like a regular nightmare, though. Like, Psyche gave them. You can tell. But then Barry, he fights through, he's trying to fight through what everybody's saying to him, but then he sees Iris, she's having some creepy sporadic movements, but Iris says something like, Barry, you killed me, you could have stopped it all, you could have saved our children, not just Nora, children, siblings, more than one, with the announcement that Bart Allen is coming to the show yesterday, the siblings. But, anyway, Barry fights through, and, he escapes, but let's pause here. I want to talk about this. I think Psyche's visions are the future. Here's my evidence. Frost, is gonna get taken away. Episode is called The People versus Killer Frost. Cisco, I don't know if he's seen the end of graphic novel 1 or 2 or the end of the season, I don't know. But with what Abracadabra did mention about the future and how Barry's gonna get obsessed with the future soon, what if this is because this is the future and he wants to prevent it again? And Kronos, not Kronos, but Chronarch, that Abracadabra mentioned, what if he's the big thing that everybody's seen, and what if Flash doesn't stop Chronarch? This happened in the future. But the main thing is Iris has children, so she's pregnant in the future when this dies. I don't know if we're gonna get baby Nora and Bart by the end of next season, but Bart did get cast yesterday. Okay, we're back here. I'm sorry. Cecile is using DeVoe's chair, and she uses the energy and propels it towards everybody and frees everybody from their nightmares. But Psyche, the wall does go through Psyche, and it kind of disintegrates Psyche into little particles. So maybe later this season, Cecile is the key to defeating Psyche. But anyway, they're back at Star Labs, and Barry is freaking out with all this lightning. So then he runs into the chamber which he was in to recharge his Speed Force, and where they put the suit stand and everything. And we get a line that Barry is, I don't know, he's growing weaker and stuff. But then Nora Allen comes out, and Nora is getting stronger. But Nora Allen says that she wasn't just attacked by Freza, she was attacked by Psyche and Freza, and she thinks that Psyche and Freza are just like her gods of forces. She doesn't say that, but Freza and Psyche are the gods of the Sage and Strength Force. But anyway, here's my Supergirl review. Just quick off the bat, I like how they, in the first 5 minutes, they wrapped up season 5 with Gamini, and I don't know how to say that, but Brainy was being trapped, and with some radiation, Team Supergirl can get in there, and or like the human ones. So Supergirl, John, McGann save Brainy and stop Gamini. Gemma, we're just gonna call her Gemma. They stop her with the anti-life equation. I don't know if they're hinting at Darkseid. You can't do Final Crisis before Infinite Crisis, but anyway, Lex Luthor has powers now. And that's really all. But Team Supergirl is back at base, and they are talking about how to stop Lex. And when they're talking about how to stop Lex, Nia is getting these dreams. And earlier we saw a new power for Dreamer. I don't know. Nia is getting these dreams of Lex being the anti-monitor, destroying all these worlds. Which, how would Lex know that the multiverse is still alive, man, when nobody else does? I thought they'd introduce it with the Stargirl crossover, but anyway. Team Supergirl, Nia tells Team Supergirl about what Lex is planning to do. But then we cut to Andrea, which Andrea's a character that I hate. Just like Lynn Stewart from Black Lightning. I don't know why I hate them, I just hate them with a burning passion. Well, I know why I hate them. But she's crying because of what like her father did. And earlier she suits up and gets her father back and stuff. Alex's girlfriend comforts her. I don't remember her name. But John is talking to Nia about what they're going to do. And John doesn't like that his mind is going to be so open for McGann to see. And I hate that John and McGann are dating. I'm just saying that. But then, Brainy is not feeling sure about himself. And he gives Nia the Legion ring for the episode. And I'm just saying, Brainy, Nia, and Kara are probably going to go to the future and join Legion superheroes. By the end of the season, Kara's going to be reunited with Mon-El. That's just my theory. But then we're in the fortress. And it's not the same fortress as Superman Lois. But Lena's there. Supergirl trusts Lena with Myriad. which from season 1, I'm surprised they're still using that. But then Kyler Lee's, Shire Lee, I don't know how to pronounce it. Her hair looks amazing in this episode, I'm just gonna say that. They have a joke about, like, how she never returns anything she steals from Kara and stuff. But then, while they're in the fortress, Kara, after everybody leaves, she records a video message for, people to, like, for people to, if she dies, this is what happens for future generations and stuff, or something like that. But then, John and McGann are up in space, and they take care of the satellites with all the red beams and everything. I forgot to mention that when Kara is recording that message, we don't actually get to hear the message. We probably will next episode. But Lex is now in the fortress, and, this was a pretty interesting battle, man. Lex has the kryptonite ring, which I don't know if now post-Crisis Superman is more powerful than Supergirl. I hope so, because when Superman got stabbed with the kryptonite in Superman Lois, he didn't get all like that. But I don't know if Lex is using more kryptonite because he's shooting it. But, anyway. Kara is dying, man. And also, they gotta get the kryptonite continuity in straight, man. That one piece of kryptonite in Batwoman was supposed to be the last piece of kryptonite on Earth. Yeah, right. But anyway, Lex Luthor has a whole thing of kryptonite, man. And, Captain Luthor from Superman Lois can't find kryptonite. But anyway, Supergirl's dying, but they set it up so that the anti-kryptonite suit would fly and save Supergirl. But, obviously, it's a commercial break, and then, Lex is doing Lex and dancing to, the Queen song. I don't remember the name of it. It's a super famous Queen song. I love that song, though. And with the Queen song, we know where all the CGI budget went, because look at that. It's horrible CGI, man. It's good for TV, but, like, eh. But then, Team Supergirl comes to stop Lex, and, they do, and there's a battle in the fortress, and, Lex ultimately loses. But Lex, when he loses, Lex is holding the Phantom Zone projector, and Lex points it at Supergirl, at, Alex, but then it hits Supergirl, because Lex turns around, and now we get an explanation for what's going to happen with the first 6 episodes, with how Supergirl is gone, and, how they're going to handle that. But then, it's like the next day, and Lena still has Myriad, and Lex is in prison, so, when Lex is meeting with, his mom, and Lena's mom, Lena uses Myriad on both of them to erase Supergirl's identity from their brains. But then, we're in Catco, and, I hate that man with a living passion, that dude, Stasnar, not the actor, the dude he plays, but, Nia says that Kara is off with Cat Grant in some reporting thing. But then, at the end, this is the very end of the episode, we get, Supergirl in the Phantom Zone, and, we see all these phantoms, by her. So, I don't know if the next episode is called Phantom of the Opera or something, but all these phantoms are coming after Supergirl. So, Supergirl's gonna be stuck in the Phantom Zone for the next couple episodes. I'm just gonna say here, Smallville, when Clark was stuck in the Phantom Zone, and any other Kryptonians, there was a cool episode where Clark fought, Zod in the Phantom Zone, where it was a combination of Smallville Zod from before Clark was Superman, and a combination of after Clark was Superman, both the Zods, like, in one mind. It was cool. So, no Kryptonians have powers in the Phantom Zone. So, I'm interested to see how they do that. But really, that is my review for these episodes, guys. I hope you enjoyed my review. I hope you enjoyed these episodes, more than I did. I heard people saying the Supergirl episode was great. It was meh. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but Supergirl isn't my favorite. But, I'm rambling. I'm rambling. Goodbye, and stay safe.